The night wrapped around us in a velvety shroud as we strolled down the quiet streets, our steps in sync. A gentle breeze carried the lingering scents from the restaurant and whispered through the leaves around us, setting the scene like a masterful stage director. I could feel Ethan's warmth beside me, his presence a comforting anchor in the sea of my fluttering thoughts. "Tonight was so great," I murmured, breaking the comfortable silence that had settled between us. Ethan glanced at me, his eyes reflecting the soft glow of the streetlights. "It really was." Our path led us beneath a canopy of stars, their twinkling forms watching over us like silent guardians. He reached for my hand, and our fingers intertwined naturally, as if they'd been shaped to fit together all along. As we approached my doorstep, I felt the evening's magic hang in the balance, delicate and fleeting. I wasn't ready to let it go. Not just yet. Ethan seemed to sense my reluctance and paused, turning to face me with a softness in his eyes that I hadn't seen before. "Blue?" he began, his voice low and filled with something that sounded like hope. I met his gaze, finding myself lost in the depth of it. "Yes?" He stepped closer, closing the distance between us until I could feel his breath mingling with mine.
"I don't want this night to end."
My heart raced, each beat echoing his words. "Neither do I." In a movement as natural as the night unfolding around us, Ethan leaned down and pressed his lips to mine. The kiss was sweet, a promise wrapped in a moment, and when we parted, I felt as though something profound had shifted inside me. We stood there under the stars for a heartbeat longer, silent witnesses to our own burgeoning story. Finally, Ethan spoke again.
"Can I see you again? Soon? Maybe later this week?"
The anticipation of another encounter with him sent a surge of excitement through me. "I'd like that," I replied, my voice barely above a whisper. He smiled, and even in the dim light, I could see the joy etched across his features.
"Great."
With one last lingering look, he backed away from my doorstep and headed down the street. I watched him go until he turned at the corner and disappeared from sight. Leaning against my door with a sigh, I brought my fingers to my lips, the phantom sensation of his kiss still lingering there, and smiled up at the stars that had been privy to our sweet beginning. As the door latched behind me with a muted click, the smile that had taken up residence on my lips throughout dinner lingered undiminished. The house enveloped me in its warmth, its coziness a stark contrast to the hushed stillness that hung in the air, a quietness that seemed almost palpable after the evening's lively commotion. Flipping my keys onto the diminutive table near the entrance, I shrugged off my shoes with a casual flick of each foot. Pepper emerged from the living room, her mane of untamed curls a testament to her unrestrained inquisitiveness. "Well?" she sang out, the single syllable laden with a multitude of silent inquiries. A giggle surged forth from deep within me, irrepressible in its escape. "It was incredible, Pep. Ethan is, well, he's indescribable." "Spill the beans, Blue." Pepper collapsed onto the sofa with a dramatic flourish, her anticipation nearly spilling over as she gestured eagerly to the space next to her. Nestling into the cushion beside her, I drew my legs up, wrapping my arms around them. "He's so considerate, genuinely hilarious, and we just meshed. You get it? We delved into every topic imaginable, our quirky relatives, our eclectic taste in music, and even the films we hold dear." Pepper's gaze twinkled with a contagious excitement. "Go on." "And he escorted me home." I let a beat pass, immersing myself in the recollection of his fingers tentatively seeking out mine in the velvety darkness. "He kissed me, Pepper, beneath an audience of stars." Her delighted squeal sliced through the nocturnal stillness as she enfolded me in a jubilant embrace. "Bluebell, you hopeless romantic!" Our laughter echoed harmoniously, only to be cut short by a voice tinged with a relaxed West Coast inflection.